Hey Walking Dead fans, this is going to be 5 crazy scenes, and every scene in this video will be from one episode. There's this one episode, season 3, episode 8, that a lot of crazy stuff happened, a lot of stuff was going on, and The Walking Dead's ratings was steadily rising at this point, all the way up to season 5. And I will follow up this video with 5 more crazy scenes just from other episodes across The Walking Dead, but there's so many, right? It's The Walking Dead. I mean, how can you just really say, oh, 5 crazy scenes? They're so hard to pick out because there's so many, and this is a good example. Season 3, episode 8, there's 5 kind of crazy scenes, and probably even more if you watch the episode, just in this one episode. So across The Walking Dead, to just pick out some crazy scenes. So I'm just throwing some at you guys. So definitely, I know you guys have your own thoughts about what's crazy out there and what's some of the craziest scenes in The Walking Dead. So this video, the next video, 5 more crazy scenes. You know you're going to have to put your thoughts and ideas about not just these scenes that I picked out, but your own favorite crazy scenes of The Walking Dead. So let me hear from you in the comments below on either of these videos and check them out. So here we go with 5 crazy scenes from just season 3, episode 8. It's in this episode that Sasha and Tyrese make it to the prison. We've just kind of met them, so they make it to the prison, they make it inside, and they're fighting off some walkers, and who saves them? Carl.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Look, he doesn't have that long.
Carl's really going through some changes growing up in this apocalypse, and he's becoming a man, you could almost say, at this early age, just because he's really trying to step up, be like his father, be one of the soldiers, and just contribute to the whole surviving thing. So he goes off into the prison where he shouldn't be at, and he finds Sasha and Tyrese in that group, and he saves them and leads them back into an area of the prison back where kind of what they were staying at.
Hey, what are you doing?
And it's crazy that Carl saved them, but he also then locked them in. But that's such an adult thing, and good thinking Carl. So that's when we first met Sasha. She kind of went off on him. Let me out of here.
Hey! You can't just leave us in here! Open this door! Open it! Now!
Sasha!
But it was for good reason, and even Tyrese said so in the end. So the craziest scene of this episode has got to be this next one with Rick, and he's going off into that whole, he's going to start seeing Lori. The phone call, I think, thing probably happens after this. And he's right here. This is where Shane comes back to season 3. It's a hallucination that Rick has during the battle with the governor. Rick and Daryl, they go in to rescue Maggie and Glenn, who had been captured by Merle and the governor's guys. But they had thrown some smoke grenades, and Rick, for a moment, hallucinated that he saw Shane coming at him with a shotgun. Rick does end up shooting him, and then realizing that it was not Shane and that he's kind of seeing things. And that starts leading us down a dark path with Rick for a little while. But another crazy scene is Michonne. She's like, I don't want to battle the guys outside. I want to kill the governor. So I'm going to go to his office and sit there and wait on him. He's probably going to run there scared. So she's just sitting there waiting on the governor to come through the door to kill him. And she hears Penny, the governor's daughter, rumbling in the other room. And when she goes in there, holy shit, she sees those fish tanks, aquariums with the heads in it. And she's like, what? WTF, right? And then she finds Penny, but then the governor walks in. And, when the governor died, him and Rick had a pretty good fight, and Rick was kind of losing that battle. But back up to this fight with Michonne and the governor, even him fighting in a rage over Michonne killing Penny. She finally stabs Penny in the head, and they go at it. Michonne was kicking his ass. And she ended up stabbing him in the eye, hence the eye patch. But then, and if you want to know why personally I dislike the TV Andrea, not the actress, but the character, how they wrote her into the governor's arc and stuff with the governor there and kind of going against Michonne, especially in this scene right here. They kind of have a face-off and Michonne slips out.
What have you done?
As many times before, Andrea had the chance to put a bullet in the governor's head. If she'd have just done it right then and there, look at all the lives she could have saved. But Michonne finding the tanks and killing Penny and that fight between her and the governor, that's a pretty crazy scene right there. And this is a little scene that I had totally forgot about. And this guy, what's his name? Axel. Yeah, that's it. Played by Lou Temple. I like that actor.
How old are you anyway?
17.
17. Interesting.
And so he was in there flirting with 17-year-old Beth, or supposedly 17-year-old Beth was holding Judith, and Carl's in there as well. And he's like, hey, baby, how old are you? 17. That's interesting.
May I speak with you?
Me?
But then Carol, of course, is at the door, and she's like, hey, come here. I need to talk to you.
I've been locked up a long while,
And what he says after that is just classic, and it's something I totally forgot about that's pretty funny. Check this out.
You're a lesbian, and I was just talking with her.
I'm not a lesbian.
You got the short hair.
But then the next crazy moment that actually, I guess, happens in the next episode in its entirety, but we get introduced right there as the show is ending. Daryl gets captured. Remember I said Rick and Daryl, they'd come to rescue Glenn and Maggie. Daryl didn't make it outside the fence. He got captured by the soldiers. And, of course, Merle is there. So the governor thinks, well, Merle's a traitor. So here we go. Merle and Daryl, the terrorist.
It was you.
And they're going to go at each other in a fight, supposedly to the death.
He's one of the terrorists. Huh? Merle's own brother.
But that was 5 crazy scenes just for one episode. Let me know what you thought about that episode, about those scenes in the comments below. And be sure to check out the rest of the channel for more Walking Dead videos and more videos now reviewing other things as well. And also look for 5 more crazy scenes coming up after this video.
You're not a lesbian? My. This is interesting.
As always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Dead stuff.